RV kitchens are small, but you can put out some amazing meals in them.
Today, I'm going to show you how to make Dan's classic and famous chicken noodle soup.
Now I start off with these frozen chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, and I barbecue up the whole package because I can use them throughout the week for all kinds of meals, sandwiches and such. But today we're going to make some chicken noodle soup. Now we'll put in the chicken broth. I like to use chicken broth because it really adds a great taste to your soup. Now this is half a box because I've already used some of it for another meal. So I'm using a smaller saucepan. But you could use the whole thing and make up soup for a big group of people and then freeze it if you wanted to. But this is just for me, so this is going to last me, 3 or 4 meals, really. Now, of course, I have the older cooktop style, so I've got to light it each time. Now, right now, I would be adding my noodles, but since I pre-cooked some noodles from a previous meal, I've got some left over, and they're about as hard as I like them. So I'm just going to, for right now, slice up some celery and some carrots. Now, I always keep sliced celery and carrots and a few other things in the refrigerator, just because I can nibble on them, and they're great to throw into any kind of meal you want. I really like the crunchiness of carrots and celery in there, and that's why when I cook my soups and stuff like that, I just kind of I get them not really soft. I keep them a little bit crunchy because that's the way I like them. You could boil them for as long as you want to get them to your desired tenderness, but also having these carrots and celery already pre-sliced really saves a lot of time. And I like to slice them all fresh. I don't get the packaged stuff too much on veggies. It's just me. I'm kind of, I'm not going to say. I just like them fresh like that. And of course, here's the noodles I was talking about. These I used for some chili. They're pre-cooked, so I'm just going to save those to go in. If they were not cooked yet, I'd be having them in the broth boiling right now. And of course, here's that chicken that I was talking about. It's all barbecued up and ready to go, slicing. I'm going to put in a couple of big chunks in there. Now, as you'll see in a minute, I like my soups kind of thick, more than, it's kind of not really a soup. It's more of it's a soup, but it's thick, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Now, the broth isn't quite at a boil yet, but it's pretty close. And while we're waiting for it to boil, and waiting, I wanted to get it to a boil because the veggies are kind of cool, and they'll cool it down real quick. So that and the chicken, just throw it in there. We'll put a few of the noodles in there. A few more. What the heck? We'll put it all in there. We'll make it a big meal. Makes it real thick. Now, I like ground pepper in everything, so I put actually a healthy dose of pepper in there. Now, of course, with your soups, you could put garlic or whatever else, onions that you want in there. Me, I'm a pretty basic guy, and I put the basics, and that's it. Like I said, you can put anything you wanted in there. We're going to get this thing going. Looks like it's got a pretty good boil. We're getting ready to get a bowl so we can get this out and test it. Yeah, man, that's looking good. And this will make a few meals. Now, for some reason, I couldn't find my soup ladle, so, well, I'm going to use a ice cream scooper. No big deal, whatever works, right? We're in an RV, so we'll make it work. That actually works pretty good. I'll dump a little of the broth in there then. Now, I'm kind of messy, so I'm using a big mixing bowl as a bowl to eat out of. So don't get alarmed. Makes it a lot easier, though. Boy, that is looking good. Wow. Now the final test is coming up. Oh yeah, it passes the taste test. Looking good.